We continue to talk about some of the movers here on Wall Street, and we look here at ON Holdings. Diane King Hall is joining me to take a look at that name, which gave some good news.
Yeah, indeed. Beat and raise quarter. ON has the wind at its back today. Those shares rallying more than 25% off the back of its quarterly results. In terms of EPS, the company earned 54 cents per share. When you convert that to dollars, that was much better than expected. The street was just looking for 20 cents per share. On revenue, you saw revenue surge more than 20% year over year, topping 990 million, again, when converted to dollars. So you are looking at shares rallying more than 25% off the back of its quarterly results. Demand from Asia Pacific led the charge. Sales there more than doubled. So you saw growth up significantly. Gross margins were more than 65%. That was boosted by both efficiency gains and some currency tailwinds. So that certainly helped. In terms of guidance for fiscal year 2025, ON Holding now expecting net sales up at least 34% year over year versus its prior guidance. It had previously guided for 31%. CEO Martin Hoffman saying ON is well ahead of its investor day growth targets and saying momentum is strong heading into the crucial holiday season. Apparel was up nearly 87%. So it's traction beyond just the shoes, because Nicole, we know a lot of the guys down here wear ON shoes. They're big fans of that. So you can see that there's demand beyond Wall Street here. Analysts are bullish on this one. Most analysts are rating it a buy. ON has certainly needed this win. And guess what? They're taking a page out of Lululemon's book. They're not going to do discounts.
Yeah, I saw that for the holidays.
Right?
They're going to try and make it more premium, also raising the guidance, as you noted, and really a better sort of outlook than Nike and Deckers Hoka. I mean, it really seems very optimistic. And I'll tell you, sometimes when I'm on the train, I look to see what everybody's wearing. Every single person, I would say 95% of the people are wearing sneakers. And then I look to see what brands they're wearing. Yeah. But I will say sneakers is still a huge, huge, huge business, because when you take the subway, there are many, many people. Let's talk about Eli Lilly. We see an up arrow. It's up about 1%, a price target raised.
So this is the other side of the weight loss race, right? From shoes to the weight loss drug space here. So you've got Citigroup boosting its price target on Eli Lilly this morning to $1,500. That's up from $1,250. If we look at it compared to where Eli Lilly closed yesterday, that signals 50% upside, 50% upside from current level. So essentially, this is about Citigroup seeing Eli Lilly as the heavyweight in the weight loss drug space. A lot of this has to do with this new pill that's coming. Citi is expecting FDA approval in 2026 for its oral weight loss drug. I'm going to go slow with this one, or Florgripon. They call it a game changer because, for people who have the challenges with the injectables and, have a fear of that, this is certainly another alternative. Many have been calling for this. You have different drug makers who have been looking for momentum in the pill space when it comes to weight loss drugs. Citi says the deal opens the door for just opportunity, or this pill opens the door for opportunities for Eli Lilly. The other thing that Citi thinks is a catalyst for Eli Lilly is the agreement that it made with the U.S. government to, make its drugs, the obesity and the diabetes drug, available through Medicare and Medicaid. They consider that a win. It is a win for patient access and prescription growth. It's interesting to hear an analyst have this take, because usually there's the view that what does this do to margins? But obviously Citi sees this as actually a catalyst for Eli Lilly, and they think, it opens the door for private insurers as well, Nicole.
All right. Well, last but not least, let's talk about IBM. And this is a Dow. I'm listing it on the S&P 500. I was thinking if it's a Dow component. Anyway, let's talk about IBM, because we're seeing a great week here for stocks overall. What's going on with IBM?
Yeah, so shares are higher today. It's essentially doubling down on quantum computing. We know that we often talk about quantum computing and the new names that are in this space, like the Rigetti, the IonQ, et cetera, in that space. But IBM has been moving and shaking in this space as well. It's, obviously this futuristic tech that could do better than our current computers. It can make our current computers look like flip phones. So they unveiled this new processor called Quantum Nighthawk. It's laid out a timeline to reach full quantum computing by 2029. In other words, this is the, real world stable use that they see having. Quantum Nighthawk, they see as the next gen engine here. It would increase power by more than 20%, just operate more complex ways, handle bigger complex problems. I guess a analogy would be like just ability to multitask, like more lanes on a highway. And so they've reached a milestone here. They also said they have progress with partners like Algorithm IQ and the Flatiron Institute on a new quantum advantage tracker, so essentially a scorecard to measure how close we are in this quantum computing race. So it's not just about these new names that are here. IBM, long, steady history, and it came to play in this space as well.
Amazing, and we've talked so much about quantum. So Quantum Nighthawk, that's what's been unveiled by IBM. It's up 5% this week. And why I was talking about the Dow, I just clicked on the Thinkorswim to the Dow components, and the Dow this week is having such a great week at a record high. And with IBM up 5%, the Dow's up over 2.5%. It's best week since the summer, so it's really good news there. And
Absolutely.
IBM, great performance as well. Diane, great to see you. Thank you for those names to watch.